Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against and today's starting pitcher, Clay Holmes. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound. Just about to get underway, Xavier Edwards digs in now.
Xavier Edwards.
Out to short, Lindor. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, catcher, Liam.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. Right through there for a strike. The Marlins looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Popped up. Lindor. And there are two outs.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Here's a 1-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Reaching for it and brings it in. One hit, one left. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start for Miami, David Peterson. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. The 1-1. And a foul ball. Peterson getting his 20th start of the year. He joined the team as a free agent. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And we check out the guy in the 7th spot, Bo Bichette.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence.
O'Hearn flips it, and they get the out. So here's Robert now. Man at second. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Stowers on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here at Citi Field. And now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez. one fouled off. The 1-2. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run.
He's out of there.
And that's a great play.
Batting six, the designated hitter, Reese Hoskins.
The 1-1. On the ground. And that one handled to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Second inning here, no score. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 3. Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left side. Soto drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here in Queens, bottom half of inning number 2. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Out front, rip foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Right through there for a strike. That one lifted to left. Stowers in position. 2 up, 2 down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Hard ground ball, base knock. So Marcus Semien now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Into the corner, but foul. Here's a 1-2.
Ball. That's up.
Swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. So 1 hit is all they get. Back here at Citi Field. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy. Strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. To the right side. Semien toss over to first. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd. That one hit to right. Bench on the move. He's got it. And there are 2 down. Back to the top of the Miami order. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. First offering. Runner goes.
Oh,
There's a
ball.
ball.
That's a ball.
Throw.
No,
Save.
no, no.
You know
Hey.
what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Here's a 2-1. High fly ball out to left field. And there's one down. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Lindor with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career. But when he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Soto working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. So digging in, Francisco Alvarez. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. 1-2. On a line. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Start of the fourth. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. The 1-1. And he swings through that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Up next for the Marlins.
Fourth inning underway, no score. Ground ball up the middle, Simeon. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Heriberto Hernandez, the next to hit. Swing, and he popped it up. 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Reese.
The Fish looking to strike first. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch gets away. And that cost him a run as he scores easily.
That's one way to get your first run of the ball game across. You'll take that every day if you're on offense, and maybe that gets them going a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning, Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. On the ground, right side, knocks it down. The throw is still in time. And a tough play with a fast runner, but they get the out. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Kind of weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Ripped to third, but handled. And that'll end the inning. Mets go down quickly. Back here at Citi Field. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. Went with the
Ball.
sweeper, but it misses. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Michael Kopech, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Luke Casey, a left-hander, also throwing. Payoff pitch. And that one hammered. Carrying well. And it is out of here. His 17th of the year. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Did he go?
Marcy checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he offered at it.
That's the ball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. And we're at the top of the 5th. Popped up. Holmes settles underneath it. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Otto Lopez will hit next. The next offering misses. 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Got him swinging.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. Lindor on to first. And the inning is over. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now back here in Queens. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bobichette up now for the Mets. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Relay throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Out to short. On to O'Hearn. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Carson.
So up next for New York, Carson Benj. Man at second. Hard hit right side. Slings to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success.
Struck him out looking. Huge strikeout there. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. This is Marlins. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. New pitcher on here, Michael Kopech.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Liam Hicks getting ready to hit. The 1-1. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
You know, these Marlins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, that was foul, and he'll see another.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Robert on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One away.
Up next for the Marlins.
One out, man at first. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And that is out of play. And ball four to a board.
Take your base.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder Heriberto Hernandez.
Strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Don't see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Outside low. 3-2 now. Pulled out on strikes. Bottom of the 6th inning. Juan Soto now. Ball to strike. Just missed.
Ball, that's outside.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Leaping, and it's gone.
Well, he did a really nice job of letting that ball travel. Wasn't too quick. He kept the shoulder square to home plate, which allows you to drive the ball to the opposite field with power. You see the power and the authority, and fortunately, he was lucky enough to keep it there.
That one missed.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2-2 now. Outside with a breaking ball. And he walked it.
No, that's ball
and he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk. Here's Luis Robert. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. David. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Anthony Bender.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1-2.
That's
outside. Ball.
Take.
The Mets with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. That's a little bit low.
Down.
Next
That's the
offering
ball.
misses. 3-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 3-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning. So up next, Brett Beatty.
That's the ball.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything
that's
right.
low.
But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2-1 now.
Hey.
Inside,
That's the ball.
just missed. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Payoff pitch. Chop to third. Norby. Zips it to first. 2 out. 2 down, bases empty. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. This one smoked on its way out of here. Marcus Semien goes deep. Their 3rd home run of the inning. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tobias Myers.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Bichette whips it to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Jacob Marcy.
The 2-1. Fastball for a strike at 95.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That's out to center field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's...
That one is absolutely belted. Banks off the wall. Marcy coming home. Now a relay to the plate, and he's out.
He's out.
So back to the top of the order. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Fouls one off. 2-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. One now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Stowers turns to the right on the move. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Juan Soto. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that's a 1-out single. Got him. 2 away down.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Out number 3. Mets leave 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Barucki.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Marlins making a move for a pinch hitter. Ryan Jeffers. The 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
This one in the air, center field. Robert gets under it. Takes it in for the out. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And he grounds one to the right side. Simeon. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. The 1-1. In the air, right field. Bench ranging back. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they... And now it's Mark Vientos. He's been a difference maker in this one with what he did back in the manager out of the... New pitcher for the Marlins, Luke Weaver.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great...
This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball.
That's foul.
It's a 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups.
That's inside.
Probably won't see
Ball.
another one here.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. A little out front there as he swings through it. Gets him. 1 away on a drop, 3rd strike.
Kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there. I'm not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panicked on and throw into right field.
Here's a 1-1. Foul ball. One and 2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So digging in, Bobichette. 2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off, 2 and 2. Hit in the air, center field. Marcy under it, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Mets. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams.
save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout. So up next, Connor Norton. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Graham Pauly. Looking to start something with one gone. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Williams is just 1 strike away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2 down, nobody on. And it finds its way through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Simeon. On to first, ball game. And the Mets take the first 2 games of this series. And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shotley saying so long. Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, we've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Miami Marlins. Starting on the mound in this one, David Peterson. Top 5 in wins, and every time he takes the mound, you expect results.
Yeah, he's setting the tone early and giving his team a real chance to win. That impact shows up in every series they play.
He doesn't just pitch, he competes.
Yeah, but that kind of consistency is what every rotation needs. Much like you, partner. He's a true X factor.
Hernandez should have this one. And there's one away. Next for Colorado, Hunter Goodman. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
And that's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate, but as a hitter, he'll take that all day.
That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Lone Depot Park just underway here. That one almost got him. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Flips it. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Austin Hendrick digging in for the Rockies. Ripped on a line to center. And that'll do it. Bottom half of it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Today's starter for Colorado, Tanner Gordon. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him? Stepping in, Xavier Edwards.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Ball 2.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Outside.
That's a ball.
Ball 3. Out towards right center field. Hendrick settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Rhys Hoskins.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking his walks, he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
That's foul.
And foul ball. No question about this one. It's out of here. His 14th of the year. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
One down. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Gordon, a guy that really fills up the strike zone. Rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play. Line drive, Doyle. Long run, makes a nice running catch. And there are 2 outs.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
2 down, nobody on. That one ripped. Doyle on his way over. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And that'll do it. Miami strikes first on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Top of the second, Christopher Brown digging in for the Rockies. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Got it looking, and he didn't like the call. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
1 out man at first. Next to hit for the Rockies, Ryan Ritter. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We go to back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez. The 2-1. Now this is in the air down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Ground ball left side. Can't glove it cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Hernandez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Popped up. Brown under it. Then there's 1 down.
Batting 7th, third baseman, number 1, Connor.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Norton. Here's a 1-1. On the ground.
That ball's
that's a foul
foul.
ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
This one in the air. Ritter. And there are 2 down.
Batting 8th, the center fielder, Jacob Martin.
Flares it into the outfield. Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The 1-1 is fouled off. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Brenton Doyle now at the plate. On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for Colorado, the catcher, Hunter Goodman.
2 down, nobody on. Hard ground ball, base knock. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Up next for Colorado,
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. In the air to left center. Marcy has a beat on it. And that is that. One hit, one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 1 and the Rockies nothing. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on the show, Florida. Set for the bottom of the third. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Hendrick takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
The 1-1. And that one pulled foul. The 1-2. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. And that one moves his feet. Foul ball there. And that one hammered. Carrying well. Going. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
My goodness, who saw this come? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power move, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Ball 2.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2-1 now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Cho under it. That is the inning. Marlins add another with a solo shot. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The 1-2. And they'll do it again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The Marlins up by 2. Top half of inning number 4. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Now he's challenging to call strike. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Out to short, Lopez. Throw to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman. Inside corner for a strike, and the count is even, 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. 1 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Reed Hoskins.
Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Jeff Criswell up and loosening in the pen. Number 59 warming up as well. The next offering misses. Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hendrick gets under it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, number 1.
Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. And that is foul. The 2-2. Got him swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They're up 2-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Ryan Ritter digging in for the Rockies. Check swing, he held up. And that's ball 3. Peterson with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Ball to strike, the pitch.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
1 out, man at first. Now the left fielder, Juan Bin Cho. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball, that's in.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Peterson keeping him close. Man at first, 1 away. Next
Ball
pitch
3.
just misses, and the count's full. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a payoff pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. 1 at second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
To third, Norby. Over to first. Inning over. Still nothing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jeff Criswell.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
That smash towards center. Doyle on the move, and a quick out, number 1.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Chopped left side. Makes a sliding stop. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards will hit next. Towards first, Brown. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Miami down in order, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies.
Hunter Goodman.
Slice to right. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Just missed.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit. And
hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Throws, skips past him. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Up next for Colorado.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now, Austin Hendrick, right side. Edwards toss to second, safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third.
The first baseman, number 7, Christopher Brown.
The Rockies with the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third. Off-balance feed, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 59.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Back here in Miami, it's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. Fights it off, he'll see another.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. To the right side. Brown takes it himself, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The left fielder, Kyle
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. And a ground ball to first. Brown steps on the bag. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Ryan.
2 down, nobody on. Now he breaks his bat. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Top of inning number 7. Number 5 getting ready to hit. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. David Peterson gives way, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. New pitcher for the Marlins, Jacob Webb.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Smoked on the ground, a second. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Norby. And 2 away to start the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
On to O'Hearn. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Marlins 2 and the Rockies 1. Keegan Thompson into the game.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's a 1-1. Hard hit left side. On to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter,
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Long gone. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add a run. It's 3-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
That one almost got him. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Two outs, base is empty. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins. To the right side, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. And it remains 2-2. Man at second. Swing and a pop-up. Ritter under it. And the inning is over. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on the show, Florida. Back here in Miami, we're at the top of the 8th. Juan Bin Cho digging in for the Rockies. The 1-1. That's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Here's a 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Ripped on the ground to second. On to O'Hearn. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ryan Feltner taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. And the bottom of the 8th starts with a double.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. That one to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time. So they get the first out of the inning. So it's effectively a sacrifice bunt. The ground out to the right side moves the runner from second to third.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend to sacrifice an out like that, but still good situational hitting. They need to find a way to bring him in. Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
That's a base hit. Run scores. So a man at first. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Ryan O'Hearn. And the next pitch is way outside. This one in the air, center field. Doyle settles under this one. 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, number 13, Hernandez.
One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Inside ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And here is Hoskins. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Leading off, Ezekiel, manager out of the dugout. The 2-1. Just
No, that's
missed.
down.
Space the plate. That's strike 2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Ball 4.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Good job to fight that one off. 1-2 here. There's a line drive to left field. Out number 2.
Up next for Colorado, the first baseman, number 7.
So they're down to their final out. Next for Colorado, Christopher Brown. They're down to their final strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Every team wants a reliable closer, and that's exactly what he delivers for his squad. They expect to win when he's on the mound at the end of the ball game, and he just produced his 25th save of the year.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, the show has an NL East matchup. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really...
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And getting to start for Miami, David Peterson. I mean, come on, Singy. Look at this list. Top 5 in the league in wins. He's pitching like someone promised him ice cream after every win.
Yeah, it's called flavor sequencing. You got to set up the fudge to freeze him with the cherry. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of wins, Boog. He's dealing this season.
Yeah, a lot of buzz around the league about his dominance. Freezing opponents, hold the sprinkles.
Wait, you're not a sprinkles guy? And here I thought I knew everything about you, partner.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knob. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
The 1-2.
Ball.
Makes the catch, one down. 2 aboard with 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Warming Bernabel.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
3-1 now. Up the middle, Lopez. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here in Miami, and on the mound for Washington in this one, Jake Irvin. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy. Digging in, Xavier Edwards.
Ball, that's out.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Nice grab. 1 and second to first. And 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Ryan O'Hearn now at the plate. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. Going, gone. Ryan O'Hearn goes deep. His 21st of the year. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That one misses. 3-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
This one in the air, center field. Young settles underneath it. And that'll do it. Miami strikes first on the solo homer. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set for the start of the inning. Parker Meadows digging in for the Nationals. 1-1 now. Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. Got him. Nice play. A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Boog, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
Now all even up. Out towards right center field. 2 away.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Brady House.
And now Brady House.
That's in. Ball 2.
Here's a high chopper, and that chance handled. Throws to first. Inning over. And the Nationals gone in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And now for the Marlins, Liam Hicks. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. See you later. The 2-run shot, his 16th homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
A sliding stop at short. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Got him looking, and there's 2 down. Marcy not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. Back to the top of the Miami order, Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit. Man on second, 2 down. That's in there, and the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Comebacker to the mound. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. It's now 3-0. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on the show, Florida. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That one misses. Ball 3. Struck him out looking.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here's the catcher, Harry Ford.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
2 out. Now the number 2 hitter, James Wood. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they cut the lead to 2.
The bat, number 4, designated hitter, Jalen Ryan.
Snap throw to first.
He's good.
Back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter.
Runner on the move. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So up next, Warming Bernabel. On the ground, Norby. They limit the damage here. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now as we go to the last of the third. Kyle Stowers has one of the top averages in the league, Siggy. That bat's got more hits than a summer playlist.
Pitchers are looking around like, can someone unplug this guy?
Outside low, 3-1 now. In the air to left center, Young on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, number 13, Eric Herto.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, out towards left center. And that's the third out. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
You know, these
Ball, that's off the
Nationals
plate.
showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Man at first, Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Breaking ball misses down and away.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Here's Edwards for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next for the Nationals, the third baseman, Brady House.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-2. In the air, right field. Marcy takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for Washington, the shortstop, Nasim Nunez.
So digging in, Nasim Nunez. The 1-1. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. On the ground, right side. On to O'Hearn. And that's the inning. And midway in the fourth, it's the Marlins 4. Back here in Miami, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Well, the ball will find you. You come into the game and better be ready, because it's like the ball knows where's the new blood. But really nice play. That could have easily been botched.
Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. 2 up, 2 down. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Marlins as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now it's going to be James Wood. This one popped up. And there's one down.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Inside, ball 2.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate, and we're at the top of the fifth. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball,
Foul.
and it goes just foul. Hit hard, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. And that's one of those where you...
On the ground, 2 ball. Here's Lopez for one. Double play as they get out of another jam. And back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Here's a 1-1.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
High fly ball, right field. Cruz on his way over. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. There's a swing and a drive.
That ball's foul
as it bangs off the fence.
Look out. That ball is smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensure safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
2 down, nobody on. Smoke to right, but he's got it. Miami down in order, but they still lead this one 4-2. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. On the ground to the left. Zips it across, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. The Nationals trailing by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Just
That's
missed.
ball 2.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. 2-2 now. Base knock center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Jacob Webb.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
So up next, Nasim Nunez. Quick toss to first, and he dives back in safely. The 1-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way.
And that is that. So back now for the bottom of the the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, P.J. Poole.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
Got him swinging. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Andre Granillo, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 2-1. This one popped up. Torres settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
Number 13, Heriberto.
2 down, nobody on. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. Three-2 now. On a line out towards center. That is the inning. Back here at the ballpark, the final chapter of this series is being written. Only fitting we have a close one.
Yeah, Boog, when you're trying to win a series, every moment feels amplified. Now it's about focus, composure, and finishing strong.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Whips it to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Back to the top of the order now. Here's Gleyber Torres. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ball 2.
That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cut on and missed. Struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Andre Granillo. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's a 1-1.
Ball 2.
And a base hit up the middle. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Connor Norton, the next to hit. A 1-1. And that one goes straight to the backstop. No advance, though. Hicks gets his lead at first. Nobody out. This one in the air. Bernabel. And there's one down. The 2-1. Out towards right center field. Young gets under it. 2 away now.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, Jacob.
So digging in, Jacob Marcy. And a 1-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder.
Next to hit, Kyle Stowers. That one misses, and the count is even 2-2.
That's a really good take.
In the air to left center, Young on the move. He's got it, and the inning is over. It's the Marlins 4 and the Nationals 2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Rips that one to right. 1 away. Warming Bernabel digging in for the Nationals. Going to count 1 and 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Nats down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 8th.
That's a ball.
That one missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Here's a 2-2. Got him swinging for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Ball, that's out.
That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Really important at bat coming up now.
Young.
Next to hit for the Nats, Jacob Young.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout.
For the Marlins, number 30. Luke.
Tying run at the plate and fouled off. The 1-2.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Well, needed a big strikeout.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Mitchell Parker.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Oh, great stop. It's there, and that's a great play. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Here's a 1-1. And that one inside, and it hit him.
First base.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, number 13, Hernandez.
Strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Cole Henry getting ready to go. On the ground, right side. Slides for the stop, and they get the out. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. Man at second. That's out to center field. Base hit! Here comes the throw. Now a guy for the tag,
right
and
there.
he gets it.
Yeah.
Bang, bang play, and the inning is over.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs and a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly.
Back here at Lone Depot Park, stepping in, Brady House. And that one fouled off. Tap back to the mound. On to O'Hearn. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Up next for the Nationals, the shortstop, Nassim Nunez.
Inside ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Nunez thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. High fly ball out to center field. Hernandez in position, and there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Here's the catcher, Harry Ford. They're down to their final strike. Good job to fight that one off. This ball's chopped in the ground,
foul.
and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting.